Hey, what is up? We are back with some more hoops talk here on our Pig Trail Nation 30-minute show. And we're visiting with the man from Hogville.net who keeps up with hoops as far as the Razorbacks are concerned, Kevin McPherson, Hogville.net. Now, 4 unofficial visitors this past week. We'll start with 2020 Rondell Walker. This guy, really good guard. He has that offer from Arkansas.
He does. He picked up that offer from Arkansas on his visit on Thursday. Unofficial visit, 6'3" combo guard, Putnam City West in Oklahoma. A guy that played with 17U Texas Titans on the Nike YBL circuit. Arkansas had a couple of offers to some high-level 5-star guys, Cade Cunningham and Greg Brown. And so they got to see, because they were watching those guys, got to see Rondell play. And a young man that really caught their eye when they saw him in Atlanta, then again during Nike Peach Jam in North Augusta, South Carolina in mid-July. So they got him up for an unofficial visit. He was a player of interest at that point. They offered him during the visit. He told me it went great, was there with his parents, and now he's got an official visit next weekend to Kansas State. He'll take another official visit to Virginia Tech the following weekend, and he says he's going to announce a top 8 in early September. So if he wants to sign early, he'll have to whittle down through that, but he told me he's also going to consider now coming back to Arkansas for an official visit. But he was excited once it was over. Again, anytime you get an offer from a program like Arkansas, and when you're on the visit, that's got to be a good feeling, and I know his family was excited about it as well.
Talk to me about my man Darien. This guy physically looks like he's out of the class of 2020, but he's a 2022 kid, and he's from Magnolia.
Yeah, he's really strong. He's not afraid to get on the weights. And, you know, he took his first visit to Fayetteville, unofficial visit. That was on Friday. He got to meet Eric Musselman and all the Arkansas coaches that have been talking to him. And that's the first player from that 2022 class. He's just going to be a sophomore that Arkansas extended an offer to. They've got 4 out to that class, but he was the first one. And he led Magnolia as a freshman to the 5A state title. And a lot to do with that is not only his skill, but his strength. He's a little advanced, 6'3", combo guard. And a guy that was 3rd leading scorer on the Under Armour Association circuit for 16 and under at almost 21 points a game. But he told me the thing that stood out with him is not only the coach's preparation and talking about getting to the next level, but the nutrition aspect. He said that he learned that Arkansas's got the #1 nutrition program in the country for athletes, and so he was very impressed with his visit.
Give me about a minute on these guys. Out of 2022, Javion King, and then out of 2020, Javion Adger.
Javion King will be at Little Rock Mills last year. 6'4" wing, was at Sylvan Hills last year. And we just talked about Darien Ford. Their teammates on that 16 and under Team South Arkansas-based team that plays on the Under Armour circuit, while Arkansas coaches were watching Darien Ford, they really liked what they saw with the guy King. A long perimeter shooter, good rebounder, can get to the basket, but he's a guy that also took an unofficial visit, took his family up as well on Friday with Darien Ford and had a really good time. And then he attended Vanderbilt Elite Camp on Saturday. So he's got high majors now looking at him. Doesn't have an Arkansas offer yet, but they are interested. Javion Adger, 6'7", small forward wing out of the iSchool Academy in Texas. Arkansas coaches got to see him in mid-July in Atlanta and the Under Armour Rise circuit. Here's a guy that's really got some mid-major offers, Creighton, Tulsa, Louisiana Tech, but Arkansas and Kansas State were showing interest in him, and Arkansas went ahead and pulled the trigger and offered him. So his unofficial visit, which was on Friday of this week, he had a great time on that visit, and he's looking forward to coming back for an official visit later on. But again, here's a rangy 6'7" small forward wing. He can shoot the perimeter 3 and also can rebound the basketball from that wing spot.
Let's group these last 3 guys because they're all going to be in this week. Nick Smith Jr., Kennedy Chandler. Now Chandler, of course, a 4-star, and we also got Jackson Robinson to talk about.
All those guys, Nick Smith Jr. out of Sylvan Hills, class of 2022, Kennedy Chandler and Jackson Robinson, both class of 2021, but they're all national top 50 guys. These are unofficial visits, but I think Chandler's arguably the best point guard in the country out of Briarcrest Christian in Memphis. Memphis and Penny Hardaway are on him, Kansas, Arizona. Nick Smith Jr. just took an unofficial visit to Texas on Friday and picked up an offer from the Longhorns to go with his Razorbacks offer. And then Jackson Robinson's an elite shooter in that 2021 class. Again, another top 50 guy, 4-star out of Oklahoma, Ada, Oklahoma. So Arkansas's got some really top-level players coming in, on the heels of having some top-level players in this past week. And I think we're going to see this throughout August. Arkansas is going to continue to bring visitors in as they not only close in on the early period for 2020, but building relationships for 2021 and 2022, Drew.
30 seconds just to close. Nick Smith Jr., I understand he was speechless when he got that Arkansas offer.
Yeah, you know, he was really just, he thought it was going to come a little bit later, and when he found out about it, you know, Arkansas coaches had talked with his dad called him, and he was so excited about that. He can't wait. He comes up on Tuesday, his unofficial visit. The other two that we talked about, Robinson and Chandler, that'll be later in the week. Chandler comes in on the 9th through the 10th, and Robinson will be on the 10th. So all of this is happening next week as Arkansas continues to recruit. But Nick Smith Jr., Darien Ford, those are the two top names probably in state right now in that 2022 class. But it's going to be a deep class, and there'll be a lot more that we'll hear about.
Kevin, great work as always on hogville.net. You can check out more from Kevin McPherson. Of course, much more on the Big Trail after this. We'll talk more hoops after this.